Students being given a lesson in business. This is a government-run secondary school in Abuja. It's one of the better ones here, a place where student grades are steadily improving each year. But a report by a British commission says schools in 10 other Nigerian states aren't improving, despite receiving over $160 million in foreign aid from the UK. The Independent Commission for Aid Impact says the money is being wasted on bad teachers and poor infrastructure. The report also accuses the Nigerian government of inconsistent funding. The school principal here says there are many reasons why foreign aid to Nigerian schools might not be helping students to learn.
In some schools, some students are up to 80, 100 in a class, which is not healthy for classroom management. So, but the problem of funding to some extent is inadequate, and the managing of those funds, we find out that we are lacking in such areas.
Despite the report, the UK's Department for International Development defends its aid to Nigerian education. It dismisses the report into the spending of $160 million on schools as limited and says the report fails to take into account recent improvements. The man who runs basic education in the capital says the money for education wasn't mismanaged.
In managing basic education, there are a lot of checks and balances. Now, so many people come to check what the management of FCT, Universal Basic Education Board, does. Now, if funds are given to us, the FCT administration supervises what happens to the funds. Universal Basic Education supervises what happens to the funds. The Federal Ministry of Education supervises what happens to the funds. So there are a lot of checks and balances.
Conflict is a disagreement.
But it looks like those checks and balances are not translating into improved learning. Britain's UK Commission on Aid Impact is recommending the UK government overhaul the educational programmes in which the $160 million was spent. And it wants that done before spending another $200 million between now and 2019 on the same programmes. The government says it will review the report's recommendations. Yvonne Dege, Al Jazeera, Abuja, Nigeria.